Hello again, everyone, and today is something of a special episode. I got a friend over. They're not here to commentate, but we play co-op through Challenge 1. Now, the challenge operations are a bit special. There's 4 of them. The first 2 require you to do 3 operations in 5 minutes, and the second 2 are 4 operations in 10 minutes. That said, even if you fail or run out of time, you still get a score, even though it'll be a bad score, because it's not a real operation. It's a futuristic computer simulation or something. The operations don't usually, make much sense or anything. Things will just kind of appear. You'll face all sorts of combinations of stuff that you've already seen, and it's pretty exciting. Now, I've done this before, but it was a while ago, and I've made sure not to play it since then, so I was going in here almost completely blind, whereas my friend was going in completely blind, and also he hasn't played the game very much. So where the first operation was all sorts of cuts and glass shards and stuff, the second one is all about tumors. And they're tumors that leave the small ones behind when you remove them. More are being generated as you remove old ones. That's the sort of thing you have to deal with in the challenge operations. Hopefully you can get a good feel for what co-op is like from this video. None of the operations actually change when you're in co-op. They're still just as hard as they were before. So of course bringing another person in can only make them easier. It's good if you're stuck or whatever. Now this operation lets you use the ultrasound to move around, which is one of the only things that's kind of annoying to do in co-op. Only one person can move the screen around at one time, which makes sense, but they can't do it while the other person is doing anything. And of course, if you're not in communication, you'll probably end up screwing with each other a lot trying to move it around. You might find it easier to assign the task of moving the screen to one person. You can see that when I'm panicking or not sure what I'm doing, I am not very good at drawing stars, sutures. Although I was also kind of sitting off to the side, and I think the sensor bar wasn't really liking that, because you can see lots of crazy wiggles in my sutures. As long as I'm using the healing touch, though, you can't have 2 healing touches active at once. We did try this. And that's challenge operations, and that's co-op. And you can see the scoring system is different. It scores you on the number of patients, also the number of goods, etc. Most of them are pretty self-explanatory. Anyway, I'll see you in the next regular operation.